got it. Okay, we're in business. So I will spare, oh, there we go. Natalie's on here, so fun. Hi, Natalie. So I'm going to just kick us off super quick. And like I said, for the people who are jumping on, if you have a comment or anything or a question, type it in the chat box. I've muted everyone just to eliminate background noise. So I will see it if you put it in the comment section. I'll totally answer it. So most of you know, but I'm Tara Hamilton, live in Austin, Texas with my husband and my 4 crazy kids. I'm a part-time neonatal nurse practitioner, very part-time, and I'm a full-time tamer of wild children. That is my main job. My other job, of course, is Young Living. I love educating people, so that's why I'm here today, just to educate you on some things that I've learned and that I want to spread the word on. So most of you know I'm a Western medicine junkie. I was my lifestyle, my mindset for most of my life. I literally knew nothing about holistic medicine for a long time. Nothing about the crazy holistic world. That wasn't until I had a need. And most of you know that my need was my son Hudson when he was 9 months old, had horrible skin reactions to introducing dietary foods. And so most of you can guess what that is. We had to get on some pretty strong prescriptions. And knowing what I know about Western medicine, I was not comfortable with using those long term. And so went on an investigation for some alternatives, came across essential oils, further investigated those, and then into Young Living, and then ultimately landed on Young Living, got my oils in the mail, whipped up my magic witch potions, put them on his body, and 3 weeks later, amazing things happen. Lots of non-compliant testimony. So yeah, I am such a science nerd. Most of you know that. I love science. I love reading research. I like to understand how things work. And so I tirelessly searched for information on essential oils. There is a lot more coming out, but I started this journey almost 5 years ago. And so they were just starting to really emerge in the States. Young Living's been around for 27 years, but the mainstay of therapies and trials and things like that are mainly going on in places outside of the United States. So super interesting when you're looking at research, just to note. So there is research out there. I can point you in those directions. Let me know if you're a research nerd like me, and I will gladly hook you up. But through that research, what I'm trying to say is through that research and then seeing how they tangibly worked in my family, I could no longer deny the benefits of plant-based therapy. And so here I am. So we've grown from using that essential oils for just that one cause in our life to over the last 4 or 5 years, almost 5 years. It's evolved into using them for everything. And that's what I love about essential oils. That's what I love about Young Living. It's just a very versatile company, a very versatile therapy. They're now starting to make products with essential oils. It's really fun. So yeah, I will say when I was combing through research on the essential oils in general and Young Living, I came across a lot of things that were pretty shocking to me. In the Western medicine world, just in the products I was using in my home, we had transitioned our home to plant-based natural products a couple years before I came across essential oils. And these were natural products that I was buying off of the shelf, right? And I thought I was doing well, cutting down toxins in our home with these products. And then I learned the dirty truth about a lot of those products. Through research on the Environmental Working Group website, because like I said, I need concrete facts. And Environmental Working Group is great at providing facts about common toxins in your home. I also did a lot of investigation through a free app that you can download on your phone called Think Dirty. And it will literally tell you if a product is toxic, which ingredient in the product is toxic, and why it's toxic. So it's super neat and super easy to break down for people who just want the dirty, hard, cold facts lined out, no fluff. Think Dirty app is really great for that. So I started investigating on my own a lot of the ingredients that were in my products through sites like that and just through general Google searching. And it was super shocking to learn what was in my natural products, you guys, like scary. And I was buying them off a store shelf. So I had always assumed that our health and our safety were top priority when it came to making these products. And that's not the case. It's kind of sad. These products I was using on the daily like all the time in my home and family were contributing to a couple of the illnesses that we had here. Just those toxins damage our body systems. We noticed when we did this transition that our children's behavior changed a little bit. So there's a lot of research out there too about it actually affecting the neural pathways in the brain, especially those that originate and kind of determine behavior. And then contributing to emotional struggles, causing adverse reactions in our skin and our body and our systems. So I started really kind of peeling back the layers of what we were using. And some of the fun facts that I learned, they're not really fun, they're kind of frightening. Store-bought soaps in general contain sodium lauryl sulfate, okay? And this is a toxic chemical used to remove car grease. People use them in auto shops to remove car grease off the pavement, essentially. And they're just damaging to the skin as well as disruptive to the immune system and hormonal health, okay? A lot of the stuff I'm gonna cover affects our immune system and our hormones. Both kid and adult shampoos contain phthalates, and most of us know it as BPA. That's a kind of a class of a phthalate. And it's a toxic chemical that's been banned, of course, in kids' toys, right? That's where we mostly see it come across as BPA free. But it's still found in our body cleaning products. Like, I don't understand. So it's a known endocrine disruptor, which has a profound effect on our glands and our subsequent hormone production in our body. And for those who don't know what hormones do, they're just little chemical messengers that float around in our body and control almost all of our major body functions, okay? So they're kind of a big deal. The major ingredient in candles, this made me so sad, you guys, because I love candles, like loved them. And I had tears as I was putting them in my trash can. But candles and homemade sprays are rich in formaldehyde. And most of you know what that is. It's one of the most commonly known cancer-causing agents out there. It's what we get embalmed with at the morgue. I think that's where most people can associate it with. And they say that inhaling these scents or these formaldehydes from candles and sprays is equivalent to secondhand smoke, which we know is more dangerous than actually smoking a cigarette itself. So kind of scary there. Store-bought household cleaning products contain, and I can never say this or I'm totally gonna butcher it, but 2-butylxylethol. Some of these are so crazy, which is a toxin known to cause sore throats, narcosis, which is like kind of a sedation, and hallucinations, and then severe liver and kidney damage. They're seeing that come across. Store-bought laundry detergents and dryer sheets. Holy moly. If you have read studies on dryer sheets, they are nightmares. So they contain 3 known chemicals called alpha-tryphenol, benzyl alcohol, and camphor, okay? These are all toxic ingredients that cause nervous system disorders, loss of muscular coordination, central nervous system depression, headaches, nausea, vomiting, the whole 9 yards. And many baby products contain kind of what they deem fragrance, and you'll see that listed on their fragrance, and then I'll have a bunch of random chemical names. And fragrance is just a broad category that hides hundreds of toxic chemicals essentially behind the word. Companies are not actually required by kind of sourcing agencies or regulatory bodies. They're not required to reveal the actual chemicals that are within the fragrance category, okay? So it kind of keeps us in the dark essentially because we don't know truly what is behind that fragrance label. And these are often products that we're using on our teeny tiny people in our homes. So kind of scary there. And my last frightening topic or tip for the day is women in general apply more than 300 chemicals to our bodies, our face, our skin, the whole 9 yards in one day. 300 chemicals in one day, and 80 of those are usually applied before breakfast. So a lot of chemical application going on. And a lot of these common chemicals are talc, bismuth, parabens, lead, mercury, and mineral oil. And those chemicals are found in our store-bought skincare items, our cosmetics, makeup care products, and they disrupt endocrine system, which is that hormone thing we were talking about. They're carcinogenic, which means they cause cancer, and they've even been found built up in tumors, okay? A lot of these compounds, when they go in and analyze a tumor, they find residual high concentrations of these products in those tumors. So yeah, super frightening. I almost stopped there. I have a ton more I could lay out there, but that would take literally all day. So I just highlighted some of the kind of the big ones. And so not only are we using these horrible products, and not everything is horrible, I'm not saying that, but when you have an ingredient in your product that is some of these things I listed, it is something you should really think about, because we are using them on ourselves and our families on a daily basis in most cases. So when these chemicals get into our body doesn't recognize them because they're seen as foreign, right? Most chemicals that we've covered are not naturally occurring in our body. Our body sees them and says, I don't know what to do with that, so let's just put you away. We're just going to store you up over here. The liver goes, I don't know how to get rid of you or process you. And so it leads to what we call bioaccumulation, which simply means that those molecules or chemicals are just stored up in our body because our body doesn't know what to do with them. And over time and repeated exposure, they just start to accumulate, right? And they increase in concentration, especially with repeated exposure. So our body cannot break these chemicals down. They just kind of hide in there. And this buildup causes both minor and major health issues that otherwise could be prevented if we simply quit using these toxins, right? So even these issues, and a lot of the issues that we're talking about here are kind of silent issues. You don't really know until you get to a full-blown major issue that you've had these minor things building up over time. So like I mentioned earlier, some of the most popular organic products I thought I was using still contained a lot of these ingredients that I listed. And it was kind of sad because I thought I was trying to make a better choice, right? And so when I did my research, I didn't believe it for the longest time either, I will say that. That's why I went investigate. I'm like, this can't be real. Surely not. This isn't in this product. This chemical doesn't do what they told it to do, and it sure enough does. Do your research. I can give you some common things, trusted research sites to plug into. Like I said, Environmental Working Group website, it's ewg.org. And you can plug in individual ingredients and it will tell you exactly what they are and what they do. And then you can also see how toxic on a scale, they rate them on a scale. You can download that free Think Dirty app. Like I said, it's kind of the cheater's version to an Environmental Working Group. It just gives you the basics, which is super nice for people who don't want a lot of fluff. So yeah, go around and kind of look at some of your most commonly used products and plug them in and see what happens. And I'm not trying to freak you out, promise. But I just want to say, like, I have this knowledge and I just want to make sure that all of us are just empowered to make a choice either way. There's no judgment, of course, here. I actually used these products all the time on our people and just trusted the system of safety checks that were supposed to be in place, right? Through these regulatory bodies. And even after the light was shown on my beloved Clorox wipes. You guys, I used to use Clorox wipes all the time because I'm a germaphobe. And I was like, oh, 99% of germs killed. Awesome. Sign me up for that. Give me stock in Clorox wipes. And I still use them for a time because I thought they were effective. And that plant-based products were not. Didn't have a great experience with natural cleaning lines at the time. So I stuck with my Clorox. And I also had the mentality that I was minimizing my exposure, right? Because I was like, oh, I'll only clean with my chemicals twice a month and limit my exposure. And while that's okay, or that's a better kind of exposure than daily exposure, it's still, I didn't really think about the bioaccumulation that was happening, that these were just being stored up in my system over time. So yeah, my infrequent exposure was still doing significant harm. And even after I educated myself on the toxicity of what we were using in our home, this transition to plant-based products did not occur overnight, you guys. It was a slow transition. We replaced things as we ran out, with the exception of my dryer sheets. All it took was reading that study, and I was like, they're out of here. I literally just bought a ton of them at Sam's, and they all went in the trash. So those had to go. So we have actually completed the transition here in our home over the last couple of years, and I've actually seen some pretty tangible changes in our family's physical, mental, and emotional health just by eliminating toxins. So I'm on a mission, like I said, to spread the word so that others can make a choice too. So what now? Okay, before I was overpowered by 4 children, I experimented a ton with do-it-yourself products, right? As I started learning about the products I was buying on the shelf, I was like, oh, let me just make my own because it'll be cheaper and I know what's in them. Well, I found some really great options and some not so great options. My really great options I've put in a database for all of you to have. So if you're a do-it-yourself kind of person, let me know and I'll make sure you have access to all of our recipes because I cycled through a lot of them trying to find effective ones. So now I barely have time to feed my children and myself, so I have to bite the bullet and purchase pre-made products. It just is what it is right now. And you know something, it's like really hard to find a pre-made product on the shelf that's not full of toxins. And when you finally do like hit the non-toxic jackpot by finding something that is low on the toxicity scale, I found that it just didn't really do its job worth a darn, right? It was pretty rare for me to find something on the shelf that actually effectively cleaned my life. And so, yeah, that was until I found Young Living. And I still do use some of the products that Young Living doesn't offer. And so I do have some of those recommendations if you'd like those as well, of buying non-toxic plant-based products in the store. But now I mostly transitioned to all Young Living. They actually have plant-based products that work effectively, and they're often better than their chemical counterparts, I've found. They knock my Clorox wipes right out of the water, and friends, I thought that was the gold standard. So not only do these products, they're infused with essential oils, but they are actually like fully plant-based, which is nice. Young Living just doesn't sell essential oils. I didn't know that for a while. And they've recently started adding on more and more and more products, which is super cool because we know that they are quality. They have supplements, beauty products, household cleaning products, a line for kids and babies, home purifiers, bath and shower products, oral care, tons of stuff. And it makes it easy to kind of ditch the products I was currently using, right? And replace it with something that is based through Young Living instead. Because it's like literally a one-stop shop for me, and I need simple and and quick, right? And so it literally takes care of almost all of my needs, and I don't have to go to the store, which is super huge. It gets delivered right to my doorstep, which is a double bonus. So how do they promise the utmost quality? That's something to also address. They've got this standard called Seed to Seal, which places them in a category higher than most companies actually in the world. And basically what Seed to Seal means is that Young Living cares for everything from the planting of the seed and even the soil it's planted in, all the way up to bottling and putting it on your doorstep. So they're in control of everything. And they apply the most rigorous quality controls to ensure that you're receiving a product exactly the way it was intended to be, which is great. Because that is important, right? If you're trying to go non-toxic like I thought I was, you care about that stuff. If you're gonna make the leap financially and transition your home, you wanna know that the products are quality and what they say they are. So, yeah. Sorry, I do have notes because I have squirrel brain. So, yeah. So the things in the products themselves, there's no additives, no fillers, no synthetic fragrances, no preservatives or dyes. And so that is the things we were talking about earlier, all those fancy words I was saying are the things that Young Living does not have. So the only ingredients that are in those products are what are on the label. They're not hidden under fragrance labels or any kind of masking mechanism, and they're all plant-based. So yeah, most of you, like I thought, might think that using natural plant-based products is expensive. It's just simply not true. First, I noticed that most of the products were price comparable because, like I said, I was already using natural alternatives off the shelves of stores. And most of them are price comparable, like I said. So since I was already using those types of products, it was pretty much just a shift of dollars, right? It didn't really cost me much more to go Young Living versus Myers or Method or whatever I was using. And in some cases, Young Living was even cheaper, which is really amazing because you can save a penny, right? Totally worth it. So in my early days, like I said, I did a ton of DIYs. With my essential oils, I use my oils to make cleaning products because they are super effective cleaners. And so in the light of doing do-it-yourself, if you're really trying to pinch some pennies and want to keep your cost of your cleaning low, you can do-it-yourself products. And it literally beat the cheapest toxin-laden generic chemical on the market. So my generic bottle of Clorox, it is even cheaper than that sometimes if you do use the do-it-yourself recipe. So yeah, if you need to pinch the budget, it's a great way to do it. Also think about it like this: an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, right? A lot of us have heard that. And it just simply means that we look at the cost of tending to the health of our family members and ourselves, and how much money we spend at the doctor, and every pharmacy run and all those things. When we started using oils, I saw a really tangible difference in the number of our sick visits we were having. So we started using oils and went from 14 sick visits for all of our kids in 2014 all the way down to 1 sick visit this year. And for those of you who live in Austin, know that's pretty miraculous this season, this kind of winter season. I feel like everyone got touched by something at some point. And so to only have 1 sick visit, and we even added a kid this year. So that's kind of a huge deal, and just a great way to see using prevention through essential oils and these products has made a key difference in our wellness. Okay, so aside from cost, let's not forget about the emotional stress of having sick family members, right? I mean, it's terrible when one of your people is sick, especially when it's an adult and it's your helper. So really key to keep people well. Okay, so basically when you start using these products for prevention, you can stop treating symptoms and kind of start getting at the root cause of what is going awry in either the body system or kind of the disease process, whatever you're looking at. And so we kind of talk about addressing root causes here with these types of products. So back to creating a simple first step. To eliminate toxins and chemicals in your life, and just kind of start flooding the body with nutrients and plant-based ingredients instead. While I do want you to hear this. Hang on one second. I missed this key part of my agenda over here. While I'm definitely not saying you should ever quit taking your medications or ever stop going to the doctor, that is not me. I believe modern medicine is amazing and absolutely holds a vital place in our world. I'm simply saying that these two worlds can exist nicely together, Eastern and Western medicine. So I kind of take the mindset of starting with prevention, starting with plants, starting with other natural supportive therapies, and then move on where I need to. I'm the first to tell you to get antibiotics if you have a raging eye infection. I still support vaccinations, things like that. But I also believe that essential oils and plant-based products will support a healthy body and maintain just an ultimate level of wellness. So you don't have to be a medical professional to make a better choice for your family, and that's why I'm just here to kind of give you some pieces of education. So not sure which product you should try and ditch and switch. We can just talk about it real fast. That way you can kind of pick some key areas out and focus on those first. Since Young Living basically has everything you can want or need, it can kind of get overwhelming when you're trying to talk about this transition. So I'll briefly break down a couple of the options for you so you can decide what area you want to focus on. And everything's viewable online. I have a great resource to plug you into, so don't worry about getting all the information down. But yeah, okay, I'm going to start with essential oils because essential oils have been the basis of our life change, right? And essential oil is just the immune system of a plant. And it works to support the human body like it works to support that plant, which is super cool. And simply put, it's plant therapy. So they extract the essential oils from the original plant material, and then they're distilled or cold pressed, and then they're put into a bottle for us to use. And Young Living has hundreds of essential oils to choose from. So for those who are new to the beginning of the oil world, I know we have some people on here who don't use essential oils yet, so I'll cover it super quickly. Young Living has a wonderful beginner kit with 11 of the most popular oils. And the cool part about this kit is it addresses every body system that we have. Okay, I find the kit very usable. I use 9 out of the 11 essential oils that are in that kit on the daily, just for general body support. It also comes with the diffuser, which is great. because it works as an air freshener, helps you get those candles out with that formaldehyde like we talked about. It also kind of purifies the air. It increases your wellness. So not only are you smelling some fun scents, you're actually helping your total body health. So you can use essential oils in 3 different ways. Aromatically, that's just fancy for smelling oils. Topically, which means you put them on your skin, and internally, so you eat them. Depending on where you're needing support is where you're going to choose your method of application, okay? Don't worry, don't let that overwhelm you. It's not rocket science, I promise. Just think about it logically. So if you need help breathing, with breathing support, you're gonna apply an essential oil over your chest and throat, right? Where your lungs are. Or you can inhale it directly. That'll get into your lungs too. If you're needing digestive support, roll it over your stomach or your abdomen, or take the oils internally if you're down for that. I know there's lots of school thought on that. It would take a whole other class to talk about that. So we can talk about that on the side if you want to. I do ingest essential oils if you're wondering. Only Young Living. I only endorse ingestion of oils with Young Living. So for skin support, just apply it right on the direct area that you're looking to help. So it's super easy, and we have amazing reference guides and resources to help you too. So don't be afraid. Oils can be simple. So there's hundreds of different oils and hundreds of different uses. That literally, when people say there's an oil for everything, there really is. But I'll give you a brief overview of the kit super fast. We'll just run it down. Lavender is great for sleep, great for skin, great for emotional support and stress relief. We're about to be under the wrath of pollen in this city, and lavender is key during that time. So keep it handy. It literally is the Swiss Army knife of oils. If you don't know what to use lavender. That's super cut and dry. Lemon is great for tummy support. It's great for cleaning. It's great for the immune system. It's great for mental clarity too. I diffuse it in the morning with peppermint, and it's lovely. Speaking of peppermint, it's great for tummy digestive support. It's great for energy and alertness, like mental alertness. Great for respiratory system, cooling. We're about to come up in the heat of summer here, and I use a lot, like a peppermint cooling spray to cool my body down. It's also great for any kind of head issues you might have that you need applied on your hairline. Frankincense is great for healthy skin, emotional support, cellular function. Copaiba is great for just like tension in our bodies and tensions in our mind. It's great for calming, and I believe it's the most underrated oil in the starter kit. So if you haven't opened your Copaiba, do it and use it. Digize is great for everything digestive, tummy related. Thieves is great for immune support and overall wellness. Raven is new to the kit, and it's great for just the respiratory system. So really great for winter months, especially. Panaway is great for like discomforts, muscle tensions, things like that. Citrus Fresh is new to the kit as well, and I love it. I drink it in my water every day. It's a combination of fun citrus oils along with spearmint, and so it's a lovely addition. It helps kind of boost metabolism actually, which we all need with summer coming up, right? Neutralizing odors and wellness support, as well with Citrus Fresh. And then Stress Away, my beloved Stress Away. It is life-changing. So it's just useful for stress, exactly what it says. Emotional support, helps with sleep, helps with concentration, all the things related to the mind. So quick safeties for you real fast. Avoid applying directly in the eyes and the ears. Don't do it. It's ouch, hurts. Only use citrus oils in glass or stainless steel containers. I was telling you how I ingest Citrus Fresh all the time. It helps me drink water because I don't like to drink water. I think it's too bland. I'll pop Citrus Fresh in there. Just make sure if you are putting oil in water, you use only glass or stainless steel when you're drinking it. Friends don't let friends drink from plastic, right? Avoid applying citrus oils to the skin. So lemon and Citrus Fresh in the kit. Don't put it on your skin and then go in the sun. Just make sure your skin more susceptible to sun rays. And last safety tip, if you feel like something's too hot or tingly on your skin, you just use a vegetable oil like coconut oil to rub on top of that tingly area, and it'll take that tingle away. So oil removes oil, water spreads oil. Okay, you can also use the water and soap to kind of get it off if it's on your hands. So super easy. Always dilute when using with children or babies or elderly. Okay, those are just some general safety tips for those who don't use essential oils yet. So let's talk about home, kind of why we're here. Getting things out of our home. Young Living has an entire line of home cleaning products, of course, and they use the Thieves Essential Oil Blend as the basis for those products. And one of the most popular product in that line is the Thieves Household Cleaner. And it's a concentrate that comes in a 14-ounce bottle. And I literally, you guys, for those of you who know me, know I clean everything all the time because that's just me. And I literally take 3 months to go through an entire bottle, and it's all I use in my home. So it is super concentrated. It lasts for a long time. And when you look at the cost comparison, it really only equals about 5 cents per ounce once you mix it up with water. And all you need is the concentrate and water. Super simple, in a spray bottle. That's literally it. And that's all I use in my house. Makes it really easy and simple. And the cool part now is I actually let my kids clean because I'm not worried about the toxins in those products. I give them Thieves spray bottles, and they go around and clean it on up. And while it's not quality cleaning, it's safe cleaning, right? So there's that. You can use it on your countertops, on your floors, on your toilets, on your tubs, on your mirrors, literally everything. It's a wonderful glass cleaner. I know a lot of people are kind of skeptical about that, but if you're getting streaks on your glass with the concentrate, put more water, and it will not be streaky any longer. So yeah, that Thieves Household Cleaner is a must for your house. Some other Thieves options are dish soap. It's super lovely. A foaming hand soap that you can kind of put in a pump. They also have a lavender version of that. Fruit and veggie soaps and sprays, laundry soap, hand purifiers, cleaning sprays, wipes, hand wipes. So lots of good Thieves things, and they're even innovating more as we speak. And so there'll be more adding to the line in the future. So switch your household cleaning products over to the Thieves line. It really does take the guesswork out of it. It's a perfect way to ditch and switch simply. Kids and babies. So let's talk about kids and babies super quick because I have a lot of them and they're precious to me. So I just want to make sure anyone who has them as well can think about some of the things I've thought about. We expose our kids to a, oh my gosh, my words aren't coming out. We expose our kids to a lot of things unintentionally, right? So I didn't really think about it, but as I was cleaning my wood floors with my chemical products, then my babies would crawl on those floors and then put their hands in their mouth because kids love to put their hands in their mouth. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but it's still frustrating. So I thought about that and I was like, man, that's really unfortunate that I've been exposing my kids to that. And the other part about kids is their skin is so thin and it just absorbs things more readily than our thicker skin does, right? And so, yeah, it just kind of made me really sad. And while I make many mistakes as a parent all the time, using chemical-laden products is not one of those things anymore. I strictly use plant-based because, yeah, I don't want toxins on my kids. So Young Living, like I said, I'm not a DIY it anymore. I like to just buy pre-made products because ain't nobody got time for that right now, making all those things. They have a baby line called the Seedlings line, and it has oil, lotion, wipes, diaper rash cream, shampoo, body wash, and linen spray. And they contain 0 harsh chemicals or toxins. They also have a kids scents line, so a line made just for kids. And they even have essential oil blends that are made just for kids. They have a sleep one. They have an ouchie one, like for kids who always fall down and get scrapes. And then they have a brain blend, which my boys use all the time. It's life-changing. They also have a sniffle one, so respiratory support, and a tummy one. So not only do they have the essential oil blends, they have all kinds of personal care products for kids. Bath gels, shampoos, lotions, tender tush ointment, toothpaste, and they also have digestive enzymes for kids and vitamins for kids. So I don't know if any of you have ever taken a digestive enzyme. Holy moly. I just started taking them 3 months ago and I got it for free through my Essential Rewards, and I cannot believe I've lived without digestive enzymes. That is more to come on that later. I'm going to teach a supplement class soon. So incredible. And I've given them to my child who struggles a lot with bathroom issues, digestive enzymes. I've given him digestive enzymes for bathroom issues, and it has been a game changer, you guys. And so anyone out there that feels me on all the bathroom struggles, talk to me. Okay, speaking of supplements, there's a ton of nutritional supplements to Young Living, and the cool part about Young Living supplements is that they are what we call bioavailable. And that just simply means that our body recognizes them and our body knows how to use them. Because remember when we were talking about those buildup of toxic products, because our body doesn't know how to use it, it just essentially comes in and just creates a bad process. Young Living supplements are bioavailable. That means they're recognized by our body, used by our body, and then flushed out. So there is no buildup, which is super key. Also, not only are the supplements or the products bioavailable, they also are infused with essential oils, which they're doing studies on right now. And it's super cool to see that when someone takes a bioavailable supplement, any kind of bioavailable supplement, that they are seeing kind of 30 to 40% of that supplement go across the digestive tract and actually get absorbed, because our guts are so unhealthy by the foods we eat, the environment we expose it to, all those things. Our guts are just unhealthy. And so our nutrient absorption isn't so great. But they've noticed in these clinical trials that when they're adding essential oils to these supplements, it's increasing the absorption of the supplement or the nutrient by up to 70%, which is super huge. It's a big difference, you guys. So I've switched my supplements to Young Living. I love it. They basically have something for everything. They have an antioxidant supplement. They have a weight loss supplement. They have vitamins. They have age-based nutrition, so helping our aging bodies. Y'all, getting old, it's terrible. So they have a lot of supplements to address those common issues. They have joint mobility supplements. They have system solutions like those digestive enzymes I was talking about. They have mineral supplements, which are really awesome. They have targeted support like probiotics, kind of muscle building elements, amino acids, things like that. So tons of different supplements. And yeah, there's literally something for everything. Okay, and moving on to personal hygiene super quick. They have toothpaste, mouthwash, which is based on the Thieves line. It's radically changed my gum and mouth health, switching over to Thieves toothpaste. And then they have bar soaps, lotions, shave potions, all kinds of stuff, shower gels, anything that you want, they have. They now have makeup too, which is really exciting. Mineral-based makeup. And not all mineral-based makeup is created equal, you guys. A lot of the mineral-based makeup out there still has bismuth, which is kind of a toxin. Not a toxin because it's a mineral, but it can irritate your skin. And so Young Living's chosen to eliminate it from their mineral makeup line. So I'm super pumped about that. And I have I don't have ticks. I have tips and tricks on making the mineral makeup last longer and kind of provide good coverage, because that's a common concern with mineral makeup, right? That you're not going to get that good coverage. That's a lie too. Okay, they also have like face washes, skin support, specifically for your face. Boswellia wrinkle cream is like the fountain of youth in a bottle. So lots of good skincare options. Bennett wants to say hi. Excuse my child who's been playing in the sprinkler. He doesn't have a shirt on. Okay. He loves live videos, you guys. It's like a moth to a flame. Okay. So yes, like I said, look at fixing one area, right? If you want to get rid of your chemical cleaners, let's start there. If you want to get rid of toxic body care, let's start there. If you want to change some things around for your kids, let's start there. Let's pick one area and tackle it. Because like I said, not an overnight transition. None of this is to make anyone feel like they're doing something wrong at all. I just want you to be able to investigate for yourself, empower yourself with knowledge, and then you can make an educated choice. So if you need help with product recommendations, I would be so happy to help you. Most of you have my contact information, and we can work through it, because I know a lot about the product. So I'm going to make more continuing education classes from here. So if you have something you want to learn more about, I'm going to do a supplement class soon. I'm going to do essential oil. Of course, there's always a basic essential oil class. I'm going to do makeup stuff. So whatever area you want to work on, let's work on it. And yeah, we'll get some of these products in your home so you can test drive them and see for yourself. Because that's what I had to do. I had to see for myself. I'm going to prove it to me person. So let's work on getting it in your hands. And for those of you who don't have a Young Living account, super easy to get. They offer 4 different starter kits now. They have an oil starter kit, a makeup starter kit, a beads line, so the cleaning, personal care stuff. And they also have that supplement starter kit that Nisha read. So jump on board. I'd love to help you set up with that too. By getting a membership, you get a 24% discount. It's kind of like a wholesale account with like a Costco or something. It gives you a membership, and all you have to do to keep your membership is spend $50 a year, which is easy to do, trust me. And then you can even score more free products by hopping on their rewards program. They give you up to, over time, you start to accumulate a percentage of your purchases back. It starts at 10% and it goes up to 25%. So I literally get $25 back on every $100 I spend, which is amazing. I get a lot of my staples that way, like my detergent, my dish soap, my makeup, all of those things. And they even give you products, free products through monthly promotions, which is super fun. And those change monthly. So you're always getting to try new things. Because remember I said I tried those digestive enzymes because they were free, and they have radically changed my life. So there's that. Okay. Or create do-it-yourself products. Let me know if you want access to those databases that I have of all the recipes and all the fun stuff. And I can hook you up with that so you can start being a DIY queen and getting it going. And then also, if you want to make some money for your product budget, I can help you with that too. So yeah, most of the people left on here do know my email, and so please contact me. This is one of the fun things that I love doing, is helping people come up with solutions. So let's do it. I'm gonna read through the comments super fast to make sure I'm not missing any questions. I know, Brenda, those dryer sheets, it's frightening, 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 frightening. Yeah, oh good. Yeah, supplement class coming your way soon. So for all of you who want to know more about supplements, there's a million and we'll cover them in pieces. Well, I'm gonna break it down kind of by targeted area. So like joint mobility support, vitamin support, probiotic support, stuff like that. So be on the lookout for those classes too. Thanks for jumping on here. So appreciate it. So good to see some of your faces. And yeah, let me know. Get in contact with me. Would love to help. Thanks for a little bit of your time on this Sunday. Hope you all are having a lovely weekend. Okay, bye.